أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا مولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي رب يسر ولا تؤثر وتمم بالخير اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. I'd like to welcome all of you with the Islamic greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessing of Allah be on all of you. Tonight's topic is Lesson 37, Module 1, Iraq Part 1, and Lesson 38, Iraq Part 2. And tonight, your class teacher would be Ustada Humaira from USA, and I will be on the background, and so will Dr. Mahmoud, our principal, who will be taken over after 45 minutes and will do the Quranic example with you. If you have any questions or anything like that you want to ask, please leave it for after the class. Do not ask any question during the class being taught. Just make a note and you can ask us afterward. And also I would ask all of you to keep your microphone mute, please. We do not want any external noises during the class time. So I'd like to welcome our Ustada Humaira. Please, can you share your PDF and start the class?
I have already shared, okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Rabbi Yassir wa la tu'assir wa tamim bil khair. Respected chairman, ustads, ustadas, and all the students of Al Quran Institute, Assalamu alaikum, rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I hope you all enjoy a long Eid break and have come back energized to learn and to share. We all are learners. The teacher and the taught, all of us are learners in different phases of learning. Today, we are going to learn or study or go through the lesson Arab. It is a 3-part series. We are learning about Arab in 3 parts. It covers lesson 37, 38, and 39 would be dealt in the next class. Let us first start with that. And I'm sure many of you must already be knowing, but we will go through it in detail. So the lesson 37, the aim and objective of this lesson is to know the meaning or definition of Irab. What does Irab mean? We know Irab as a word, but we still carry confusion. And when I was a student, I carried that for some time. So when all the doubts about what Irab means would be clarified in this lesson. And we would also learn in lesson 37 about 3 forms of Irab with examples. Let us start the lesson. Nahu is the soul of Arabic, and Irab is the soul of Nahu. Arabic nouns have endings to show their functions in a sentence. What is al-Irab? And it gives us the meaning. It says the status. Ism performs different roles in a sentence. The change of its role changes its form. This change of form due to change in the role of ism is called status of the ism. or Arab of the ism. You know, the same word may have different roles to perform in a sentence, and when the role differs, the Arab differs. The word is the same, but due to its function or role in a sentence, the Arab of or the status changes. Here are examples in English which would make it clear. Ahmad is my friend. Here, Ahmad is the subject. Ali hit Ahmad. Ali is the doer, not Ahmad. Ahmad is rather receiving the action. He is being hit. He is the object. So the same name Ahmad has a different role to play. Here he was the subject, and here he is the receiver of the action, so he becomes an object. I went to Ahmad's house. So here you see this phrase, Ahmad's house. It's like a possessive phrase. Whose house? Ahmad's house. So when it is a possessive phrase, mudaf mudafile, then the role again changes, the Arab changes. Ahmad is mentioned in all the above sentences, but its role is changing. This change of role will change its appearance or form in Arabic sentences. And this is called status or Irab in Arabic. What is status? I just want one of you to tell me what is Arab. What did you understand by the word Arab? Just one person. Raise your hand, come.
Brother Muhammad Insaf.
Assalamu alaikum. I understand the Arab shows its status in the sentence of the ism, whether it is acts as a object, whether it acts as a doer, or acts as a possessive phrase, as the Ustad said.
Yes. So this is how it is in the chain. Let's go ahead and see what are the. Thank you, Jazakallah, for the explanation. Well done. Forms of the status. Let us go. See in how many forms are there? There are 3 forms of the status. The ism comes in 3 forms: nominative case, accusative case, genitive case. These are the English names. The nominative case is Rafa, and the word is said to be in Marfu state. The second state is called accusative. It is the Nasab state, and the word is said to be in Mansub form. Genitive case, it is Jar, and the ism is said to be Majrur. So these are the 3 forms. We have just come to know the names. We know Marfu'un, Mansubun, Majrurun. These are the 3 forms or the 3 Arab. But let's go ahead and see what they are, why and what they are. Let's go to the first one, the nominative case. Ism, and ism is in Rafa state when it is the doer of the action. So when you case the first status, the Rafa status, it is said to be in Rafa state when it is the doer of the action, which we had seen in the first sentence here. Ahmad is my friend. So he is the doer, and when ism is the doer of the action, it is said to be in Rafa state or Marfu state. And ism by default is in Rafa form, unless there is a reason for it to be in any of the other 2 forms. So always remember that by default, by the nature of language, an ism is always in Marfu form. But if it has to play another role, it will either become Mansub or Majrur or Matzum. But its default state is always Rafa. When a ism is in Rafa status, we label it Marfu'un. We call it Marfu'un. Example in English is Ali is playing cricket. Here, ism Ali is in Rafa status because he is the doer. So it will be labeled as Marfu'un. Quranic example, let us go to Quran because this is where we are going to apply all the rules that we learn. Khalaqallahu Adama. Allah created Adam. Khalaqa is a verb. Allahu and Adam are two isms, two nouns. But you see, Allahu is the doer. Who created Adam? Allah. Also, Allah is in doing the action. He is the doer. That's why it is in Rafa state, Marfu. Do you see the Dhamma here? We will come to what Adama is later on. But right now, we are learning the example of Marfu state, the Rafa state, the nominative case. So the doer of the action, Allah is the doer, Allah is the subject here. So doing the action, that is why it is said to be in Marfu state. Here, ism, Allah is the doer of action. What is the action? The action of creation. So it will be in Rafa status and labeled as Marfu. The second era, the second status is Nasab, which is called accusative in English. If the ism is not the doer of the action, rather the recipient of the action, it is said to be in Nasab state. Or whenever a ism is in Nasab status, no, it is not or. When it is explanation. Whenever a ism is in Nasab state, we label it Mansubun. So whenever an ism is receiving the action, it is the object, then it is said to be in accusative case, in Nasab state, and it is called Mansub. Example of it in English is Ali ate apple. Here, ism apple is in Nasab status because it is the recipient or details of the action of eating. So you see, we are not talking about Ali here. We are talking about apple. Ali is also an ism. Apple is also an ism, but we are talking about apple. So apple is the object because Ali ate apple. So apple is said to be in Mansub state. Let us take an example from Quran. It is the same one which we, this is the same example which we did in the nominative case. Khalaqallahu Adama. Allah created Adam. In this sentence, Adam is the recipient or details of the action of creation. So it will be in Nasab status and we will label it as Mansub. As I told you below, Khalaqa is the verb, Allahu is one ism, Adam is also one ism. But Allah is the doer of action, so the status is Marfu. And Adama is the object of action because Allah created what? Adam. So this Adam is the object and it would be labeled as Mansub, to be in Mansub status. Let's go to the third case, third status, genitive case jar. So here there are two situations. When is an ism in jar status? When is an ism called majroor? First is if we have two ism side by side and one ism possesses the other, the possessor will be in the jar status, or the one which comes after the word of will be in jar status. Secondly, second case is the ism which comes after preposition is always in jar. So it will be in jar status and we will label it majroor. So when does an ism become majroor? Two cases are explained here. One is that when there are two isms sitting side by side, one possesses the other, the possessor will be in jar, not the one who is possessed. Or in the second case, if if ism follows a preposition, then it will be called majroor. Here, example of jar is Hassan's book. Whose book? Hassan's book. So who is the possessor here? Hassan. And then this phrase can also be sometimes written as book of Hassan. So the word Hassan comes after of. So book of Hassan, ism which comes after the of will be in jar. Let's go to a more specific example from Quran. Quranic example of jar which shows possession is Baitullahi, house of Allah. Who is the possessor? Allah is the possessor, owner of the house. So since Allah is the possessor, Allah is the owner, in this phrase is the possessive phrase. So Allah gets jar. The word, the ism Allah, both are ism. Baitun is also ism. Allahu is also an ism. But because this phrase has become a possessive phrase, one ism possessing the other, the possessor gets a kasra. And that possessor is said to be in genitive state or majrurun, kasra state or majrurun. So which word do you think is majrur here? Baitullahi. Quick answer. It is obvious. Baitullahi, which ism is a majrur state here?
Allah.
MashaAllah. Yeah, because Allah is the possessor. In the above phrase, non-Allahu is the one which possesses the house. So noun Allahu will be in jar status and thus labeled majrurun. From another angle, because the ism Allah came after the word of, the preposition of, so we will say that ism Allah is in jar status, not a preposition after the word of. Quranic example of jar or harf jar. Here we are coming to the next one where there is a preposition before a ism. Bismillah, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the above phrase, preposition be, here is be, came before ism, which is a noun. And harf jar be made the noun kasra, which is jar status, also labeled as majrurun. You have all done lot of prepositions, right? Be, fi, ila, ala, min, an, la, li, wa, ta, hatta. All these, when the preposition is followed by a noun, the preposition gives it a kasra. So two times, one in a possessive phrase and one when an ism follows a huruf jar preposition. So this was a short lesson, and we know there are three forms of status: nominative, accusative, and genitive. I would want a volunteer to tell me the three forms or status of i'rab. Yeah, pick up one. Who is there?
Ustada, Sister Nilufa raised her hand.
Yeah, please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Yeah. The three forms of Arabs are the Majroor state, Mansoob state, and Mansoob, Marfu, and Majroor state.
And mashallah, well done. What is the default state of an ism?
Default state of an ism is Marfu, Rafa state.
Okay. Somebody else, can you explain me what is an accusative case? What is an accusative case?
Accusative case is the Mansub status is the recipient of the action.
Very good.
Mansub
So,
status.
okay, Mansub. Mansub state is when the ism, when the ism is in Mansub state, or when it acts as the role it plays is like an object. You know, the status, it depends on the role it plays. So when it plays the role of an object, then it gets fatha and it is called to be in a mansub state. Very nice. And somebody else come and talk about the genitive case or the majroor, jar state. Sister Shakira, you can continue.
Okay. Majorur state is when we have a possessive case, as in possession, like, or is usually take kasra, and then it can be in a possessive says as a majorur status is a possession or in relation to one thing or the other. The ismo is in relation to another ismo. And then when it is like that, the possession will take majorur status.
The possessor would take a majroor status, and there was another case. One more case, it can be majroor. What was that? When the ism follows up.
Yes, it can be majroor also when it is in broken plurals. No, majroor case. Okay, when it is preceded by preposition.
Okay, preposition.
Preposition, yes.
Mashallah. Very well done. Let us go to the next lesson, lesson 38. Here, the lesson 38. The aim and objective of this lesson is to identify two methods of identifying era or status. There are methods by which we can identify the era of a ism. So we will learn about those two methods and also when to use these methods. When do we use these methods to identify? So let's read about that. How to identify status. There are two methods. Al-Irabu bil haraka, haraka, Irab through haraka ending. And second is Al-Irabu bil huruf, status through ending combination of letters. Al-Irab bil haraka, which means Irab through the ending haraka. In this method, we recognize the Irab of an ism by the haraka of its last letter. So there are two methods. The first method is called the Al-Irabu haraka. Here we look at the haraka on the last letter of the word. And whatever is the haraka, we recognize the Irab by that haraka. If the haraka of the last letter is Dhamma, it is Rafa status, and the word is said to be marfoon. If the haraka on the last letter is Fatha, it is Nasab, and the word is said to be Mansub. If haraka of the last letter is Kasara, it is said to be in jar status or majroor. When to use this method? So we said we just have to look at the haraka on the last letter, but when do we use method 1 and when do we use the method 2? So when to use this method? Ism is when the ism is singular, either masculine or feminine. So the first method, identifying the status through the haraka on the last letter, is used when the ism is singular. When it is plural or dual, then we have another method. But when the ism is singular, or if the ism is a broken plural, we use the first method. What is the first method? Al-Irabu bil haraka. Finding out the Arab through the haraka on the last letter. So we are going to use this only if the ism is singular, either masculine or feminine, or if the ism is a broken plural. Al-Irabu bil huruf, the second method, which is the finding status through ending combination of letters. In this method, we recognize the Arab of an ism by a combination of letters at its end. When this is used for dual and plural in number, it can be either masculine or feminine. Let us look at the table. Here are some examples. Let us read the examples separate from the table. Muslims pray 5 times. Muslims is the subject. It's the doer of the action. So what state is it? It should be Rafa. Muslims read Quran. So the word Quran here is an object. So what state is it? Mansub. Many scientists in old days were from Muslims. Preposition and then ism. So this is in jar status. Rafa, Nasab, and Jar. Now come to the table. These are the 3 cases, Rafa, Nasab, and Jar. We are not taking, we are taking a word from here, but we have chosen one word to form a table. And the word chosen here is Muslimun. If it is single, we say Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Look at the haraka on the last letter. Mun, man, min. So we use the first method here. But when it is dual or plural, when we are dealing with dual and plural, we do not see the haraka on the last letter. Remember, when we are dealing with ism, dual and plural, we are not looking at the haraka of the last letter to find its i'rab or status. Rather, we are looking at the combination of the last letters which are added. So here for dual, we said Muslimani, Muslimuna. So two Muslim men, many Muslim men. So this Muslimani and Muslimuna are in Rafa status because probably they are the subject, they are doers in a sentence. Here the sentence is not given, but whenever they are the subject or the doers in a sentence, if there is ani ending and una ending, then you should know that it is in Rafa state. And in the mansub and majroor state, the dual and plural are similar. Here is a trick. So, you know, a little tricky, but you would get used to it. Muslimina, two Muslim men. Muslimaini, Muslimina. Muslimaini, Muslimina. The same words are used. But here in table, it's rather confusing. But when you read it in a sentence, there would be other indicators in the sentence preceding these words, which will tell you if it is in nasab state or if it is in jar state. So when you get Muslimaini, Muslimina, Muslimina, then you have to start thinking, oh, this is not, first thing we rule out is it is not marfu. It can be mansub or majroor. Then we go for further analysis as we are analyzing the sentence and see what status it is in. So remember that the dual and plural of nasab and majroor are the same. Let's go to monas, the feminine. The same chart follows. Muslim women are caring. So here Muslim women are the subject, so it would be Rafa state. Muslims must follow Islamic rules. So here Islamic rules is the object. Or you can even change, add another sentence over there. They invited Muslim women. They, second sentence, you can add one more sentence. They invited Muslim women. So they invited whom? Muslim women. So Muslim women becomes an object, therefore it is mansub. Visiting Allah's house is the best experience. Allah's house here is a possessive phrase. Whose house? Allah's house. So who is the possessor? Allah is possessor, and Allah would be in the jar state. Now come to the table, Rafa, Nasab, and Jar cases. The singular is Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin. We can find the status or era by the haraka on the last letters. But the tricky part is dual and plural. And for the marfu state, it is clear, very clear. Whenever you get tani and matun, Muslimatani, Muslimatun, then you say, oh, this is dual, and then it is feminine. Muslimatun, atun, then you say, oh, it is plural and it is feminine. So if for marfu state, masculine is ani, una. Here it is tani and atun. And here again, the dual and plural for Jar and mansub and jar is the same. Muslimataini, muslimatin. Muslimataini, muslimatin. And as I told you, there are other indicators in the sentence which would tell you what state they are. Let us go to the examples of Dhamma at the end. Now, we are going to the first method of finding out the status. Alhamdu. There is Dhamma ending, so it is marfu. As-sirata. Ta. There is fatha here, so it is nasab. Rabbi. There is kasra at the end, so it is majroor. Now let us go to the huruf method. We are not looking at haraka. We are looking at the huruf at the end of the word. The huruf that are added at the end of plural words. So, muslihuna, muflihuna, yuqinuna. Una ending. It is plural and it is masculine. Muttaqina, dhalina. This can be plural, masculine, but it can be nasab or it can be jar. We can find out by other indicators from the sentence. Yahumani, akharani. This is the dual form of masculine, and it is rafa, we know for sure. Then as-samawati, tayyibatin, as-salihatin. The ta at the end would show that it is feminine, and also it can be nasab or jar. Imra'ataini, jannataini, muslimataini. Again, this is dual feminine, and it can be nasab or it can be jar. Some more explanation and tips are given. It changes in the form of ism due to change in its rule. There are two ways to know i'rab. This is the singular form, the haraka form. Knowing the i'rab with haraka. The second is knowing the i'rab bil huruf. Knowing the i'rab by seeing the haraka on the last letter or by the ending, looking at the ending with combination of letters. Let us see the rafa ending again. So here for singular, it is just a dhamma. Then here it is ani or tani. Muslimani, muslimatani. Muslimani, muslimatani. These are for dual. Two men and two women. Muslimuna, muslimatun. Una, atun. And going for the nasab, it would be a fatha ending for a singular, or for plural, and for dual and plural, it would be aini and taini. Muslimaini, muslimataini. And muslimina, muslimatin. Ina and atin. And jar status, again the same, aini and taini. Ina and atin. Muslimaini, muslimatin, muslimaini, muslimataini. So this is a short lesson, very interesting, very easy. I'm sure you must have enjoyed this. Let us recap what we learned here. In lesson 38, we learned that there are two methods of identifying the i'rab. One is through the ending haraka, and the second is through al-i'rab bil huruf, the ending combinations of letter. And when to use i'rabul haraka? We use the haraka on the we see for the haraka on the last letter if the ism is singular, or if the ism is a broken plural. You know, did we read about the broken plural also? You have to use, let's go back here. Here. We use the ism if it is singular, or it is a broken plural. We all know what broken plurals are, right? Like in English, you see there are certain words which have a clear-cut plural: car, cars, boy, boys. But there are some other words which do not have a regular kind of plurals, like, for example, foot, feet, mouse, mice, tooth, teeth, goose, geese. So they are such kind of ism here also are called broken plurals, like kitabun, kutubun. This is a broken plural. Ilahun, alihatun. So it is not following a pattern. When the plural doesn't follow the regular pattern, it is called the broken plural. Amrun, umurun. It's not following the regular pattern. So in that case also, you look at the ending haraka on the last letter.
MashaAllah.
I want one student to tell me the two methods that we use to find the Arab of words. What are the two methods? Let me hide this.
Assalamualaikum, Ustadha.
Well,
Is there any more chapter or not?
no.
No, this is done.
At this stage, just please look at the participant list and you go from the top to bottom. So normally, can somebody come? That's not a good question.
Okay.
Okay, always in any class, in any situation. Sometimes it's okay, but at this time, teaching is completed, alhamdulillah. And this teaching is actually nothing but just revision of what already been covered several times. So now it's a testing time. So Muhammad will also help you, inshallah. Just looking at the list from top, Sister Aisha from India. Alhamdulillah, she's a good sister because she has been working hard to catch up. Alhamdulillah, she has made a lot of improvement. You start from her and you go down, inshallah.
Is Sister Aisha? Sister Aisha, can you tell me what are the two methods of finding out the Arab of a word?
Sister Aisha, can you unmute, please? Okay, we got to Brother Muhammad Insaf.
The first method to find the status of an ism is to find by haraka, whether it's a marfu status or mansub status or majrur status. The second method recognized by changing the letters of the ending, like muslimani, muslimaini, plural, singular or plural, by masculine and feminine, or broken plural.
MashaAllah. Good.
MashaAllah.
Sister Nilufa,
Yes, sister.
same question to you, please.
How to identify? There are two methods to identify the status. One is called as Arabul bil harka. The other one is called as Arabu bil huruf. The first one is to identify the status looking at the endings, the haraka endings of the letter. And the second one is by the combination of letters, ending letters.
Like
Whether it is Rafa, Marfu, or Nasab.
Okay, Sister Aisha already replied on the chat box. Okay.
Okay. We can ask another question to the next person.
Yeah.
When do we use the first method, al-irabu bil haraka? When do we use that first method? What is the condition?
Safwan, would you like to answer that?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oh, it's Mahmouda. Okay.
He's not at home. He's in mosque.
He's in mosque. Can
Yeah.
you reply, please?
Yeah. First matter is ism is singular, either is masculine or feminine.
Or one more.
And another one is if ism is broken plural.
Yeah. Mashallah. Very good.
Okay. Sister Aisha also replied for singular male and female, but she forgot the broken plural. Okay, good. Any question? Any more question, Ustada?
The next method. When do we use the second method? Al-i'rabu bil huruf.
Sister Shakira? Sister Shakira?
Yes. We use the second method when we have in pair or in plural form, as in pair, whether male or female. For example, as in the Muslim chat, when we have the Muslimani and the Ani, Muslimani, Ani, and then for the female Muslimatini, tiny there, when it ends with the combination of the letters at the end of the word. So the combination of the letters in either in pair form or in plural form, that's when we use the second method of i'rab. So for the plural form, the combination of letter at the end of the word for the male, Muslimuna, the una, and then Muslimina, and the ina at the end of the combination of the letters.
Right. So would you know, Sister Shakira,
Yes.
for male, right? Can you just tell me for male the dual version of Rafa, Nasab, and Jar? Dual person, dual.
Dual. So for male is dual fashion is first Muslimani, Ogofa status Muslimani, Nasab status Muslimaini,
Yeah.
Jab status Muslimaini. That's for male. And
Good.
for female is
Yeah.
Muslimatani for dual for Ogofa status.
And Nasab?
For Nasab and Jari status Muslimatini.
Good, excellent.
Mashallah.
Mashallah.
Very well.
Somebody else come forward, like Sister Aisha. Can you talk now, or you're still on the chat box? If you can talk, I'd like to ask you a question. Muslim chart, plural, for masculine and feminine, please.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You've heard Sister Shakira explaining jewel. I want you to tell me the plural for Muslim chart for masculine and feminine.
Muslim chart masculine muzakkar muslimun muslimani muslimuna musliman muslimaini muslimina muslimin muslimaini muslimina oneness muslimatun muslimatani muslimatun muslimatan muslimataini muslimatin muslimatin muslimin muslimataini muslimatin.
Good. I was asking you for plural, but never mind. You've done all of it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ustada Humaira, have you got any question? If not, I'd like to hand over to Dr. Mahmoud. Now it's 8 o'clock.
Yes. I'm done. Alhamdulillah.
Okay. So students, how did you find tonight's class? Ustada Humara, can you make your comment?
Alhamdulillah.
Good. Anybody else? Right, question to all of you.
Excellence.
Oh, excellent, good. Anybody else wants to say anything? Right, before I hand over to Dr. Mahmood, I'd like to ask all of you, can you raise your hand and tell me how many of you actually watched the short YouTube video and read the PDF copy lessons before you come to class, and also you've done the MCQ? Raise your hand, please. Okay. One. Any more? Any more? Just one, just Sister Shakira. Oh, God. You know, I keep saying this to you. You must watch the YouTube video. You must also like and share. It may not be things for you to, like and share. It is important for us, for Al Quran Institute. We want you to watch the YouTube video before you come to the class, like and share, and it will help us grow in the, online versions of our classes. That's what
Plus, it's the dawah as well, isn't it?
it's a
Ustad?
dawah as well.
From
Yeah.
them, yeah, to others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we would like you to do that every time, please. And also, if you watch the YouTube video before you come to class, you will find it so easy when we're doing the class, because you will fit in and you will understand it, right? And equally, I said to you that you do the MCQ because you don't want to pile up. After 1 month, there's going to be an exam, and if you pile up all the MCQs, you're gonna struggle. Trust me, you're gonna struggle. So you do the MCQ as you go along. Don't leave it, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then you think, oh my God, it's too much. I can't do it no more. See, it's better to clear every time you do a lesson. Okay. Thank you for sharing your thought. Ustad Mahmoud, you can take over now, inshallah.
Yeah. Do you have anything to add, Ustad?
No, I don't have anything else to add. She's done a brilliant job. So
Yeah.
Ustada Humara has done everything that I couldn't add anymore.
Alhamdulillah. To be honest with you, I feel the same.
Yeah,
So
she's done
I
a brilliant
would
job.
rather broaden the brief here, the opportunity for them to cover anything which has been taught so far. It is your opportunity. Only, this is which lesson is it, Ustad?
37, Iraq
30.
Part 1 and Iraq Part 2, which is 38.
Okay.
Maybe you can run some Muslim chart from Quran.
No, this is not. We can do some. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. That's fine. But as I said, it is your opportunity, Sister Shakira or anybody else, anything before, because we got a little bit of time, extra time in hand for your benefit. If you want to ask any question, if appropriate, I will certainly help you with that. Otherwise, we'll just probably go to Quran, inshallah. Okay. So, Irab. You can see my screen, everybody? Okay.
Need to share.
No.
Oh, okay. Right. Mhm. Who's teaching part 3 of Irab, Ustad?
I think it's next week.
Yeah, who's teaching?
Let me have a look. Teacher schedule. Here we go.
Oh, sorry. Mhm.
2 part 3 is 39. It's Bushra, isn't it? No, is it 39? Yeah, 39. Ustada Bushra.
And with 39 in the family as well, I believe, right?
40 is in the family.
39 and 40, right? Okay.
40, correct, yeah.
Anyway, these two will also go quickly as well. So there will be some time as well, inshallah. Okay. Let us give it a try. So everybody come forward, okay? Please, inshallah. Ustad, which name do you see on the screen at the top?
Sister Aisha.
Ustad Aisha. She's an observer, right? Okay, student, M1 student, Ustad?
Sister Aisha, she's not feeling too well. She wants to leave early.
Who?
Sister Aisha.
Oh, Aisha. Okay, Sister Aisha from India.
India.
Okay. Okay, that's okay. Let's not disturb her. Who is next, Ustad?
Next is Brother Insaf. He's here, but he won't be here for another.
Okay, let's talk to him first. Okay, Brother Insaf. Okay.
Yes, Ustad.
This is a surah I was going through today. This page, now and then. As I said, Surah Baqarah is very, very good for Quranic Arabic grammar students. Surah Baqarah. It's long and it does have everything in it. For many reasons, this is the surah everybody should aim and dream and work towards, inshallah. If you master Surah Baqarah, you actually understand 90% words of the Quran, number one. You will do this in module 3 anyway. And then in terms of the content, again, so many varieties of important aspects of believers, which we all need to learn and apply in our life. This is all there. And grammar-wise, they're simple and easy and most essential ones. In contrast with Surah Baqarah, say Zuz Amma, okay? We all are familiar with that. We know what topics that they cover. It's mostly about the hereafter, Qiyamah. But the grammar of Zuz Amma 72, Surah Naba to Surah Nas is not simple, straightforward. So that's why Surah Baqarah, okay? Bear in mind, inshallah. So, Brother Insaf,
Yes,
we are looking for ism here, and you will try to explain what Arab that has got. We'll try to see that, and Muslim chart, which pattern it falls into. So, first line, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل نحبطوا منها جميعا. Do you see any ism?
Jama'a. Sure.
Jami'a, okay. From Jama'a, fi'il, verb, it is an ism, masdar, okay? So what Irab have we got here?
Jami'an is a mansub status.
This is mansub status, okay? It is singular or plural?
Jama'a, Jami'an. It looks like plural.
Any reason? Plural, normally there are many patterns. It doesn't show any.
Because Jama'a is a singular.
Jama'a is a verb, brother.
Oh, sorry.
Together.
Yeah.
And Jami'an is together, ism, noun, okay?
Okay.
So it is not plural, okay? There's no plural. I will show you some patterns of plural, inshallah. So Jami'an is a singular, okay?
Okay.
Male or female?
Of course, it's a male, masculine.
Why, of course?
Because end with tamarbuta.
Okay, now I'm reminding everybody, the answer is this. The universal rule is all isms, all nouns are masculine unless they are proven to be feminine following those 8 or 9 rules. You remember? So I cannot see and you cannot see any sign of this tamarbuta and all these other, not just tamarbuta, a lot of other things. You remember what, you know what I'm talking about, right? Everybody?
Yes.
That gender chapter in the beginning, masculine, feminine. Hello? Where am I, Ustad?
Yes, Ustaz, we are
Yeah.
getting you.
Yeah, you know, the lesson I'm talking about, the very first line says, all nouns are considered to be masculine by default, and they can be feminine if they match with one of these rules. Number one is
It's lesson 8.
lesson 8.
Mm.
So you have to be good on all this. So those signs are not here. Jamian is a masculine. So I'm just trying to revise here and really refresh your memory, explaining the 4 properties of ism. Any ism will have 4 properties. Number, ITNG, Irab, type of noun. Then NG, number, gender, okay? Right, Jamian. So he said it's, first of all, it is masculine, it is singular. Is it definite noun or indefinite noun? Nakira or marifa, brother Isaf?
It's a definite because it's not al. Ustad.
Other way around. Indefinite.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's slip of tongue. I know you know that. Okay. And Irab is mansub. Clear. Okay, good. Then Hudan. What is happening with Hudan?
It's a mansub status, looks like a masdar, you said.
This is a bit complex, okay? Remember, this is a special ism. Hudan, remember, it is information for you, and try to remember. Hudan, marfu is same, and mansub is hudan, and majrur is also hudan. You learn this later, why, how, and then how would you distinguish what it is? We'll learn this later. So first of all, Irab is, this is, what kind of Irab is it? You have not studied 3 yet, I believe. Mabni not studied yet, Ustad?
No, not yet. No.
It's the next lesson, yeah.
Next lesson, yeah.
So it's called Mabni. Those which Irab doesn't change. Sorry, those whose harakat does not change, but its Irab changes, its status changes into Rafa, into Nasab, and into Majrur, but you cannot see it visibly like you see normally in other instances. Those Mabni isms, Mabni is Irab, you do not see, it's not visible. They do change, their status change, Irab change, but you do not see it. So Hudan is one of them. Okay, Tabi'a is, Faman Tabi'a is a verb, right? Hudayya, will not touch it. Khawfun, okay, khawfun. Ism or fail, brother Insaf?
Khawfun, khawfun end with rafa. It looks like ism.
Any other reason why it is ism and not a fail? You said rafa, right? That's a good one, because it has to, if it's fa'ala, I'm sorry, this, if it is fail, it has to be, the last harakat has to be fatha, and the sukun cannot be there. Sukun cannot be there at all.
Okay.
So it's an ism, harfun. What kind of ism is it? Definite, indefinite?
Khawfun is looks like indefinite. Sorry, definite, because double.
Yes,
Dammatain.
It's got
If it is dammatain, then definite or indefinite?
If dammatain means khawfun.
Any tanween will be
Nakira.
nakira, indefinite.
Yeah, indefinite. Yes.
Double kasra, double fatha, double dhamma, they're all indefinite. Nakira, this is nakira, okay? It means indefinite.
Okay.
Come on now.
Come on now, okay?
Okay.
So we have got ITNG. Irab, what is the Irab here?
Rafa, Haufun.
Okay. If it is single Dhamma, you call it Rafa, Irab, okay?
Okay.
If it is double Dhamma, what do you call it?
Dhammatain?
No, there is nothing
Marfu.
called,
Marfu.
there is no Irab called Dhammatain.
Marfu. Marfu.
No, it's not Marf. So, if it is single Dhamma, you say Rafa, right?
Yeah.
Rafa. Okay?
Okay.
In fact, Marfu and Rafa is same, sorry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the point I'm making for everybody's information, single Dhamma or double Dhamma, single kasra, sorry, double kasra, double, single or double, the Irab is the same thing. Okay? With
Right.
Tanween, Irab can be Marfu, Rafa. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Male, female?
Male.
It's male. Okay, Afun. Gender? I'm sorry, this is done. Number singular. Okay, fine. عليهم ولا هم يحزنون والذين كفروا كذبوا بآياتنا أولئك أصحاب النار. Let's talk about this. What is the ITNG? Tell me ITNG of this.
Ustad, you asked about ashab.
Ashabu also an ism. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
I saw a message. You have to leave now shortly. Is it right?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, you leave when you want to leave. So ashabu.
Ashabu is a singular. Is a ashab is a male.
Yeah, I just start make a habit. Everybody. ITNG. Describe ashabu.
Arab is rafa, marfu status.
Okay, good. Next.
And then ashabun nar, mudaf ilayhi. After.
No. Ashabu is some 4 properties we are describing.
Okay, Arab is marfu.
Yeah.
Tense is
no al, so indefinite.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's indefinite.
Yeah. Okay.
NG number singular. G
Gender
is male.
Male.
Okay. Now, this is an example. Sahibun or sahibun. Okay, singular. Now you can see a typical plural structure. Ashabu. Sahibun, ashabun. Plural extends, brother. Expands sidewise. Masjidun, masajidun. Ustadun, asatizadun. Asatiza. So plural normally expands. Typically. Kitabun, kutubun. This is not, it's a broken, no, it's not now. But normally unbroken plural expands. You'll suddenly see it just flattened, sideways it's expanded. So ashabu is an example, it's a plural. Ulaika plural, ashabu plural. Okay, done. Annaru, please.
Ustad, can I leave? Have to go somewhere.
Okay, you can leave.
Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Ustad, pick up some next one, please.
Sister Nilufa.
Yes, sister.
Sister Nilufa, come. Let's talk. Okay, it's not learning teaching. Sometimes we have to talk. 1 person, 2 person, 3 people talking, but others are benefiting. You will be benefited as well, inshallah. Okay, we are on An-Nari here, Ashabun Nari. Okay, An-Nar, can you explain the 4 properties here?
ITNG, the Arab is jar state. T, the type is it's a indefinite. Alif lam is there.
Indefinite?
Sorry, the common one.
No, proper one. It's a proper.
Proper.
Al is there. When al is there, it's definite, proper. Yes?
Proper. I get confused with the terms. Proper. But I understand it.
Yeah. Whatever with English, whatever you do, nakira and marifa, remember, don't confuse. Okay? It's important because we'll be using this term a lot. Al with al is marifa. Marifa. Definite. Proper. Inshallah.
Marifa.
Good.
Okay.
Irab done. Next.
Arab, Marifa. The N is a number, it's a singular,
It's a singular.
and
Male,
gender is
male,
sir?
female. Male.
It's female. It's female.
Are you sure?
Why?
Yeah, because we learned the
Mm,
properties of feminine. Nar, fire comes under feminine
yeah.
gender.
Name of fire. Fire has got different name as well.
Yes.
Jahannam is one of them, and a number of a few others as well. Good. By name, by default, it is feminine. So done. Good. Hum fiha khalidun. Okay. Ya bani Israila uzkuru ni'mati allati an'amtu alayhim wa awfu
Alaikum.
alaykum.
Yeah.
Wa awfu bi ahdi. Ufi bi ahdikum wa iyayya farhabun. No ism. Wa aminu bima anzaltu musaddiqan. Okay, musaddiqan. Please try that.
Musaddiqan. Musaddiqan. What is the meaning, Ustad? Musaddiqan?
Confirming.
Confirm.
Yeah.
Okay. Musaddiqan. This is Arab is mansub.
Good. Type of noun.
So it is Nakira.
Nakira, indefinite. Nakira, indefinite. Okay.
Yes.
Common.
Nakira.
These three. One of these three. Any of these
Nakira.
three. Nakira. Okay.
N number is I don't know whether it is singular or plural.
It's singular. Singular.
Singular. Okay. It is singular, and gender it is masculine.
Masculine. Okay. Now, just for your Musaddiqan word is very, very sweet, very nice, and very powerful word. Wa aminu bima anzaltu. Wa aminu. This is amor. Okay, it's amor. Amor, you understand. Amor, that's why nun drop, plural. Amor, jamu. Aminu. You all believe. Bima. In what? Anzaltu. I revealed. I sent down. I, anzaltu. You should, most of you should know. This is a fairly...
it's a verb.
It's a verb, okay? Anzala, and from that, anzaltu. So it's a madi, actually. Anzala madi and anzaltu. I revealed. Musaddiqal lima ma'akum. You know the fact, actually. Can anybody else say what Musaddiqan is doing in this sentence? Because this is the beauty. And nobody knows Musaddiqal lima ma'akum wala takunu awala kafirin. Nobody knows? Okay, fine. And believe in what I have revealed. Musaddiqal lima ma'akum. Confirming what is with you already. What that means, all the other books. Okay? All the other books, little revelations, pages, all these it is being referred to. You believe in that. As a believer, as a Muslim, we all have to believe those are true. Similar revelation like Quran from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Musaddiqan, whatever I revealed, you believe that, which confirms which is already with you. Okay, means all the other books, there you believe that this has been revealed by Allah. This is what he says. Musaddiqan means confirming, which confirms, which is with you all. And la takunu, and don't be. Kana yakunu, takunu. You don't become. Takununa. Nun drop, because it's nahi. La takunu. What? Awala, first. Awala. Awala, you know the meaning. Awal means first. Don't be one of the first ones of the kafir. disbeliever. Don't be that. So believe. If you don't believe that, all these are Allah's chain of revelation. I believe that. All the prophets came, we believe that. All the kitabs came, we believe that. These are all part of our iman, our the belief. Okay, takunu awala kafir. Okay, carry on now. Bismillah. Then, Sister Nilufa. Was that helpful, a little chat, what we just did outside?
Yes, sister.
Yeah, okay. You see,
Here,
this
kafirun also can be analyzed. So,
kafirin, yes. Do this, please. Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
do
this
that.
is this is jar state,
Yes.
and it is marifa.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that is common, nakira,
Nakira, yes.
and then kafirun fa'ilun, ism
Masculine.
fa'il, but is
Number singular.
it's singular. Okay,
Yeah.
it is
Otherwise
singular.
otherwise it will be kafiruna or kafirina. Then it will be plural. Okay. This is singular.
Oh, okay, singular,
Okay.
and then gender is masculine.
Gender is masculine.
Masculine.
Yeah. What is the relationship between awala and kafirin, sister, grammatically? Any relation?
Yes, there is a possessor and the possessed.
Yes, absolutely. What confirms that to you? What is the sign of that
First
position?
off, there when we translate it and
Yes.
main it is jar, it is in jar state.
Main is
So
jar.
we analyze that.
This is
On
first.
top of that, when we translate it, we get in between these two words. And another confirmation is two nouns together, side by side.
Yes,
One.
but not always.
Okay.
But that one thing I will teach you before you go, last thing. Those who are clever, those who are serious, listen to this and remember this and never forget this, what I'm just telling you. Okay? This is unwritten rule. Unwritten rule, but extremely important. And you must be knowing that. Inshallah ta'ala. We have an ism here, correct? Okay? Awala. Ism. It's not a fail, correct? Brothers and sisters, this
Yes,
is ism,
sister.
right?
Yes.
Now you found an ism anywhere in any places. 95% instances. And you test it, I'm telling you. Mr. Muhammad and everybody, when you read the Quran, look for this, what I'm just saying. I'm saying an ism does not have any tanwin and does not have any al. These two is not there. Tanwin, this is tanwin, okay? An ism without a tanwin and without an al. 95% chances that if it is another ism coming, that ism and this together will form mudaf ilayhi phrase. Will you remember this rule? Can Nilufer sister, you repeat what I just said? And ism.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, whenever we read, actually, tanween and alif lam is an indication of a noun.
Yes.
But 95% of the time, when these two indications are not there and there are two nouns together,
yeah,
then it will be in the form of mudaf and mudaf ilayhi
and what will,
constructions.
very good. What will confirm that? Your assumption.
It's a jar state. The second noun
That's
will
it.
have a jar state.
That's it. Khalas. Now everybody do some work, man. You are lazy. You are not working hard. Alhamdulillah. Test this. Go to 2-3 pages. Just check this rule. Find those words and you'll be very happy because you will be finding it yourself. Okay, for example, samanan. Okay, tanwin. So there's no point of looking at this. But you got something, an ism. Okay, let us see. Okay, let's look at this. Listen, ashabu, we don't know annar. We haven't seen annar yet. Ashabu, is there tanwin there? No. Is there al there? No. Possibility it could be 95% there, it could be the mudaf of a mudaf ilayhi. How would you confirm? Anari. Yeah, can you see? Look for it and you'll be enjoying it. And that is going to help you so much in future. This rule is not written. It's not even taught. But alhamdulillah, there are some ustad teachers, everything. Alhamdulillah, I have been told some time ago, and this was a very powerful instrument, subhanallah. Okay, tonight we will finish ustad here. I hope they enjoyed it. And ustad already mentioned, this MCQ, clear it. Clear it. Also, brothers and sisters, I'm asking you now that, I've been very, very busy, but our teachers have a responsibility to really motivate you. I'm talking you are going to be teacher as well. During the week, you will motivate them. Now, how can you motivate? Sending a text message or doing your homework? They're lazy. And shaitan is always there with them. And they're very busy, So you create some kind of motivation. Students should be doing that as well at AQI. This is what we all have been doing. But recently, it has gone a bit slow. Okay, so my suggestion that everybody, you do it and you share it in the group saying, I am on MCQ lesson. We are teaching 38 today. You will say, I'm on lesson 20. I'm on lesson 11 MCQ completed. Everybody will start. Ustad Muhammad, please get this response from them.
Yeah.
And you will privately as well, individually, not the group Ustad. This is another way of drawing attention privately. Either you do it or you get it done by somebody. Ustad Muhammad, you are in charge. That's what I'm saying. Ustad Sadiq should be doing the same thing, or anybody else should be doing the same thing. As well as, Sister Humera, you are Ustada, then, others are here as well. You would be also doing it. If a student does it, what happens? You are now transparent, means you are sharing what you are doing, where you are. It is going to motivate you, remember, to do more. But on top of that, you understand that that is going to motivate others. And everything we do in this respect, helping each other, motivating each other, we get reward. So it is the time you all need to start reporting back. I'm on lesson 11 MCQ done. Okay, YouTube, PDF, yeah, you have to, but MCQ is the final. You clear it, clear the block. There's some people probably haven't started yet. Okay, but many people have done it. Alhamdulillah. Let's stay positive, inshallah. I would like to see that you start sharing in the group what you have done, and regularly, every week, you are saying, I was on 12, now I'm on 15. I was on 20, I'm on 25. Is that okay, Ustad? We all will be doing that, inshallah. Okay, and the other thing, Ustad, create a specific task. Your question on the message.
Yeah.
They create a task, and it shouldn't take. You just pick up a one line example exercise, a quiz. Okay, explain this to me, which is relevant for them, obviously. Okay, give it to them. Some will do this. It will in the group. This will also motivate. There is no activity now in the students group, Ustad.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. That's all. Thank you, Ustad.
Ustad, please.
Yes. Yes. You can stay behind. Ustad will conclude. Anybody else have any question? I can stay behind if you want. Okay. Okay. What is your question, sister?
Okay. On this particular verse 40, you said there is no ism, or we should identify ism, that there is no ism in that verse 40. But particular lesson that we have done, that how do you identify ism when you see it on site? This year is Arifun Nida. You told us that when you say anything here, anything that follow it is ism.
Say again.
Yeah.
This
Yes,
year.
in this verse 40.
Okay. So you are
Yeah,
saying,
Bani
what did you say? This
Israel.
is Ism you are saying, right?
Yeah.
It is not Ism.
No, I'm not saying it is Isim.
Okay.
But what
Oh,
I'm saying is that Bani Israel, one of the lessons that we have learned is that when we see that particular year, whatsoever that follow it is Arifun Nida, that it will be
it is.
Isim. You taught us in
Correct,
one of
correct.
the
After Harfinida, there will be an Ism, yes.
yes,
It is an Ism, yes.
and
Good
this one,
question. Come on, very good. Very, very good. So this Ism, it is an Ism. Is there any Al here? Is there any Al here?
no,
Okay. Is there a Tanween here?
is there?
Any Tanween here?
No, there is not a
No.
way.
So there is a possibility that it can be Mudaf and there
Okay,
could be a Mudaf ilayhi. What's the evidence of Mudaf ilayhi?
Shemudavile is Kesro, but this one is Fatia.
That's why you have to watch the YouTube,
Yes.
watch the
Non-Arabic names.
one second.
Another
Yes, 1 second. It's just the next lesson, sister. But you have to come
Okay.
prepared, Sister Shakira. Okay? It's a test for you. You will come and you will be saying in the beginning, I already know this because I already studied it. Because he said, no, you will see in the next chapter, it is a non-Arab name and they don't take kasra. Ibrahimu, Ibrahima, but Ibrahimi never happens. Israelu, Israela, but never Israeli, never, never. It's called Gairu Munsarif. London, okay? Very good question, sister. I just loved it. Can you see what I said? Maybe, I wouldn't say 100% because it's not written anywhere. I said 95%. And I haven't found any exception as yet. Can you see how important, powerful this is? And thank you for raising that, sister. I just loved this question. Because through that, we explain now to others. Okay, good. Ustad, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Students, Barakallahu fikum. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of you and thank you for attending the class. Please keep up with your homework. I've just sent a message on WhatsApp. I want every student to reply to me with confirming how many lessons and MCQ you have done, so I can make a note. And those who are lacking, can you please catch up with your MCQs? And until next lessons, which will be on Monday, I'd like to conclude these lessons here, please. Subhanallah, Subhanaka Allahumma bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.